Hello, glass of cannabis. It's been a glorious year. I want someone in here to stand to their feet and tell me their best way to smoke. Who will it be? You right here. What's your name, girl?
Not him. It don't really matter when we all agree. What's your best way to smoke? Best. Cause I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough. What's your best way to smoke? Cause I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough.
What's up with y'all? This is the Best Way to Smoke podcast, and you smoking with Big J.
And Serpo Jr., make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend that's going to tell a friend that's going to bring more friends.
And tell a cousin.
And we can all be friends.
Man, for sure, for sure. And look, we want to thank everybody that tap in and tune with us. We definitely appreciate y'all. And y'all can check out our website at www.bestwaytosmoke.com. And you can find our podcast on every platform, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere you can find a podcast, you can just about find us. So look, though, before we get into the show, we always do the Best Way to Smoke tip. And the tip today is, if you a person that like to go to dispensaries, it's some people that want to go hit the dispensary. Some people like that. They feel like they can trust that. You know what I mean? So if you doing that, my advice to you from the Best Way to Smoke family is go to different spots and get the first-time patient deals. Treat yourself. Because I remember back in the days when they first started really opening up the dispensaries, and motherfuckers used to hop from dispensary to dispensary for the first-time deals. So if you want to save a little money and you're a person that like to go to dispensaries, hop around, move around, go city to city, go to different dispensaries and get that first-time deal. You know what I mean?
That's cool. And it's like with stuff like that, it's still going to broaden your horizon too, though, because you like bouncing spot to spot like that, you may go somewhere and you might find a strain that's like, oh, this is just it
different.
for me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I don't got to get nothing. This is it for me.
Yep. Something different, man. So look, that's the Best Way to Smoke tip. Now look, man, hey, this is some, it kind of made me laugh when I read this shit though, but it says the DEA celebrates the 50th anniversary of the war on drugs. And in my opinion, the drugs are winning. So it's like, to me, the war on drugs, right? It's deep, coming from our communities and shit like that, though. So I think, to me, the war on drugs wasn't really just the war on drugs. It was something bigger than that. It was a war on the people, to me, and a community, that fucked up a lot of lives and shit. Because remember back in the days, just talking in the realm of weed, back in the days, you get caught with a nickel bag or some shit. They booking you. You know what I'm saying? You might go to the county jail for a little while. Or if you a juvenile, you might go to the halls. They wasn't just citing you out, you know what I'm saying, with no ticket or nothing like that, though.
So you think like from back then like that, that's where a lot of the federal charges came from? Because it's like if you're getting locked up for a bag of weed and shit like that, and of course some people going in for joints and shit.
Yeah.
So if a motherfucker have a quarter piece or something on them like that, that's considered like a large amount and probably what, federal shit?
Yep, possibly. And you think about...
Speaking about years ago.
Yeah, and you think about back in the days, a lot of people that was getting struck out. Motherfuckers have had them strikes, man, and then you get caught with some weed and shit, though, and that's your third strike. Now you through, though. And then just to see, that the way things are going, though, the Drug Enforcement Administration. Enforcement. Yeah, man. But I think, to me, it's a joke, though, for them to have a celebration of the 50th year anniversary of the war on drugs, because that shit ain't working.
Yeah, because it's like really getting to that, the war on drugs. You know what I'm saying? When you say drugs, you know what I mean? Like a lot of that shit, it comes from other countries. You know what I'm saying? To get strong shit.
Right.
So once it hits our citizens here, a lot of our citizens here, and this is like a broken record, we don't got the means to get up out there and bring this shit up over here. We
On the real.
truly don't.
On the real.
You know what I'm saying? But you got a war on drugs. And then you put it out here into the community. All right, bam. So you get past that part. Then you have a war on drugs. And I'm pretty sure this war on drugs was to get the dealers off the street and get the people off the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
There's no proper, like, real, true rehab places being offered by the government. You know what I'm saying? To help, like, fully get people off of whatever it is they own. You know what I'm saying? Because that means, like helping them get to, like, more self-knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? Build your self-esteem up. You know, put shit in perspective, prioritize. You know what I'm saying? Learn, like, economical things, you know what I'm saying? Household things.
Yep.
Because a person could probably really get lost, you know what I'm saying, in this war on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Whatever drug it may be.
Right.
That shit can be sugar. Because they say right now, like, sugar is one of the highest, you know what I'm saying, like, drugs out here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's like, to get back on track, it's like the government, as far as this war on drug shit, like, you can't celebrate, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't got dealers off the streets like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You may got some, okay. But it's like, y'all probably did this shit for show. It's like, oh yeah, we making this shit work. But at the same time, we got to rewind the tapes. How is all this shit getting up in here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you. That's like a bullshit celebration.
Hell yeah. Most definitely, because like you say, a lot of the shit is not coming from here. And then you think about, like, shit, the Freeway Rick shit and all that shit though with the CIA and stuff.
Man.
How that, you know, how all that transpired, and it really makes you think. And they was bringing this shit in to fund a government fucking organization. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit though. And that shit crazy because the war on drugs you're celebrating. You know what I'm saying? It's aimed toward the inner cities.
Destroyed a lot of people's lives.
Within the inner cities. What do we look at as the inner cities?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? The hoods, the ghettos, the urban communities. You know what I'm saying? Black and brown.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? None of those communities are better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, really, what the fuck are you celebrating?
On the real.
That shit whack.
Yeah, it's whack as a motherfucker though, man. But I think we should have a celebration of the war on getting shit right.
Real
Motherfuckers, no.
Real shit though. No, but I think like I can't recall like where I got this shit from. That's what I was just like looking through. That's what I was just looking through. But I think like it's something that like the DEA, you know what I'm saying, and even the ATF, you know, they trying to like, you know, like we are all in a fight, you know, to try to get this shit decriminalized and shit like that. But it's like they're really like, just speaking of this celebration, they're against that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you look at, I ain't gonna even say from their point of view. You know what I'm saying? If you take that medicine out that Schedule 1 tier, just think about it. That's like really got America popping right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting high. I don't give a fuck if you using an edible, a wax pen, a blunt, stizzy, dab wood, whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Everybody getting high.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like they still low-key trying to mess with people in certain areas.
On the real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You take that off, like who is they gonna get? Motherfuckers not walking around, you know what I'm saying, shooting a heroin. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers not like walking around like hitting the pookie and shit.
Man.
Some areas, yeah, but it's not like that with marijuana.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is still getting tickets for marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
They coming up with ways to like give you a DUI for marijuana. Well, medicine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you take that away, you know what I'm saying? It's like indirectly these motherfuckers like, yeah, y'all trying to fuck with my pockets.
Mm-hmm.
We can't do this.
And that motherfucker Nixon was the one that in 73 is the one that pushed that along in July 1st, 1973. He was the one that pushed that shit along to start the war on drugs.
Real talk, man. That's crazy. I wish I knew where I pinned that article at though.
It's okay. Just be prepared next time. You know what I
Ha,
mean?
got him.
Got him.
Motherfucker.
But I got a question based off what we talking about, and you pretty much did answer the question though. But just to spin it back one time, do you think the war on drugs was successful?
No.
Yeah, I definitely I don't think it was successful anyway because like I said a few minutes ago, it damaged so many people's lives. You know, you get the war on drugs, then you get 3 strikes. And then you remember the shit they had with the Proposition 36, right? Prop 36.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's when you get
Cold
caught with
setup.
something. Cold setup. You take the probation or whatever, they let you out, you fuck up in any kind of way, you out of here for that whole time that you was supposed to get, that mandatory, that max time that you was going, you know what I mean? That you wasn't gonna get if you would have went. You know, you probably would have got the minimum.
You're gonna get way more.
You're gonna get way more time and stuff though. So I think it's a catch-22. And they took that away though. Prop 36 is no longer. You know what I'm saying? That shit
So
gone.
what happened was so like damn, that's news to me. So the people who fell victim to the Prop 36, like since that's no longer there, like do the people that like did any time or whatever off this Prop 36, like it ain't no.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't never looked into that to see.
Yeah, because if you take that shit
I know
away, you know if something was fucked up.
Yeah, because it was just a setup. And all that takes is people to really look at that, and you might get a government official that want to get elected or something. You know what I mean? In some kind of way. And then you might have somebody from the public that can help push a point, say, man, this is what we want on the ballot, this is what we want taken off, because it's a hindrance to people, it's fucking people over. And that's a lot of times how stuff get pushed and passed through. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, fuck that DEA celebration, man. Fuck that 50th anniversary war on drugs.
Look, with the cannabis stuff, I understand that. I want to go into this little hip hop world or whatever it is, because you know, like right now, like pretty much as of late, like I'm gonna say nigga, the snitch movement, the snitch culture, it seems as if it's growing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's starting to be a fad now. You know what I'm saying? The recent one is with Kodak Black and 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? They make the song. People relate, you know what I'm saying? They take Kodak Black, like, you know what I'm saying? You one of the ones that was up in the streets, you know what I'm saying? According to like the music and how we get the news.
You heard the song?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But how do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? As far as like, do you feel like we as like listeners, you know what I'm saying, people within hip hop or whatever it may be, have a right to be like, nigga, you working with a snitch, or that's cool, or whatever opinion?
Everybody is entitled to their opinion, but at the end of the day, who gives a shit?
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Like, who gives a shit? And not to jump off that, to still in the same contents, like the Gunner. Like Gunner. Okay, he had his allegations. Well, it wasn't really no allegations. It was a video with him saying what he said or whatever. This nigga come out, drop an album, nigga. He been sitting at top 3, number 1, nigga, for a minute, for weeks and weeks and weeks. You know, Young Thug dropped some shit though. He on top of Young Thug and shit though. You know what I mean? And everybody else that done dropped some shit though in recent times. So to me, man, all that shit is fucking entertainment. It's all entertainment. So I don't put too much value into it. Like to say, oh, this motherfucker is snitch. It's funny to laugh at sometimes and to check out and all that though. But I think motherfucker just got to understand like the difference. This is fucking entertainment, man.
Really though. Look, I had this perspective on it because it's like, and keep in mind, I left out, it was money involved.
Right.
You got a meal ticket, I think. You know what I'm saying? And it's like for the working people, you know, it's like, and even, I ain't gonna even just say working people.
Right.
I'm finna just say street people that comes into the workforce.
Right.
You're still in the streets, but you in the workforce.
Right.
All right. A coworker is publicly known, use a snitch, use a tattletale. Do you not work your job and make your money? Do you just say like, nah, you got some snitches over here, I'm finna quit this shit? Or do you go and keep on making your bread?
And keep getting your money.
All right, so bam. So if I come over here to the hip hop world, you know what I'm saying? Kodak Black.
Lil Baby's supposed to be doing some shit with him too.
Look, Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say Tekashi 6ix9ine, and I'm gonna even say Gunna. Aren't they all in the same workforce?
Yeah.
So
when you look at it like that, yeah.
So bam, you know what I'm saying? They all have record labels, you know what I'm saying? All up on the record labels. Like, could it be like an assignment? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, this is gonna help the company grow. You know what I'm saying? You finna have to work and do a project with this person over here. Knowing like, all right, this is gonna cause controversy. Do you think like, you know what I'm saying, that could be like part of it? Like, we co-workers in here. I don't have to like you. I don't have to vote for you, root for you. I don't even have to like kick you down. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not fucking with you. But all right, we gotta make some bread. You finna make some bread. Like, do you think that can be like it?
Man, yeah. It could be on some fucking Superman and Richard Pryor shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, real spit. And it's like, look though, the motherfucker like, and I go, I'm saying that to say this because it's like after that song or something that came out, Kodak Black put some shit. I was like, something. I even got a rat giving me cheese. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like, shit, nigga, I just did a whole business deal, nigga. I got a meal ticket over here.
And then what a lot of the motherfuckers thinks, you know, we don't really know their background and shit though. You probably think, just say like, if I was a rapper and a nigga chose to make that move or something for the bag, like, okay, shit. Oh, I could make a meal ticket doing this. I'm not gonna. I know who I am. I ain't finna give a fuck what you thinking or what you got to say. And it's not gonna stop nothing,
right?
Yeah, and it's and it's not gonna stop nothing because like look at the Gunna. For instance, like I'm saying though, this is a dude that's 6ix9ine. He got out, still making music, still making money. Had a deal signed before he was released and all that kind of shit though. So. It's not gonna stop nothing. And at the end of the day, you asked about the opinion. Nobody opinion fucking matter because they still doing what they doing, and everybody talking about it. It ain't doing nothing but putting more attention on them to say, I wonder what he gonna say in this rap song.
Look, yeah, that's true. It doesn't really fucking matter, but it does matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm finna say it matters because it's like us, we done grew up. You know what I'm saying? It's like adults that done survived the streets and shit like that. Men and even women who survived the streets.
Yeah.
They'll sit here and tell you this gangbanging shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? So that code as far as like this snitch shit is coming from that. It's stemming from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is why it matters. You know what I'm saying? Because you have some youngins that just take that for face value, you know what I'm saying, and try to act accordingly to this.
Right.
Without proper guidance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then you still have motherfuckers like us that grew up in them streets, but still in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And you're still there. You still got boots on the ground. This is where it's like, all right, if you gonna do the shit, you know what I'm saying, like do it kind of right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Teach the youngins, you know what I'm saying, how to really do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting like carried away. You know what I'm saying? Certain values and certain morals, that shit then like got so much pretzeled up, you know what I'm saying? To where it's like motherfuckers really don't even know what the fuck reality is.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? You so hell bent on like, oh, this nigga bag is bigger, you know what I'm saying? So I'm finna rock with this motherfucker right here. And this nigga can go and like set your mama house on fire.
On the real.
But the motherfucker that's over here like trying to spit you the real shit, like point you in the real direction, the right direction, you like, fuck this nigga.
Yeah.
That's why I say a lot of this shit is so intertwined. It's like, nigga, we lost in the matrix. We lost in the sauce. And the point of it is really saying like to the older generation that's actually still in the streets that know something. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause me coming up, my big homies, they're like, nigga, choking nigga out. Nigga, you finna listen to something.
Yeah.
I even had a big homie walking around the projects. Nigga, what the fuck you doing walking around these projects? You need to get your ass to school somewhere.
Yeah.
Little nigga that's on a run or whatever it may be, he'll still have a school program for a person to like learn something.
Yeah.
just that little act right there, it's like, all right, this motherfucker is like a cold nigga in the street.
On the real.
But it's like,
On the real.
like I'm trying to guide you and show you something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's needed like now today. Like for the ones that's actually boots on the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then look, I feel like this though, as far as, you know, talking about the industry and hip hop, like man, fuck like being a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Fuck doing that. It's like, all right, big, I don't know if everybody up on Hit Boy, you know what I'm saying? You know, Hit Boy and then his pops.
Mm-hmm.
Big Hit.
Yeah.
So they got a song on they latest album that they dropped together, and it's called Police.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And in that song is talking about everybody, you know, all these young niggas want to be fucking rappers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and entertainers and shit though. And it's saying like, why not go be a police officer? You know what I'm saying? You can help your community. Why not go be a fireman? Why
Really?
not go be a politician?
Why is that
Why not
frowned
go
upon for us?
Yeah, why not go get into the community to where you can really be a part of the community that can help the community versus being a fucking rapper or entertainer and shit like that though.
That make a whole hell of a lot of sense though, because it's like if you want to talk about like change.
Man, can you remember when you was little? Just
Yup. Yup.
what you want?
No,
On the
but like,
real.
you know what I'm saying? But like if you talking about like change and all that old good shit, like that's it though. And it's
Yup.
like Big Hit just came home from doing like a bid.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody that like some of these little motherfuckers to look up to. You know what I'm
Yup.
saying? If he telling you like, why you won't go be a police officer?
Yup.
Why won't you be a fireman or a paramedic or some shit?
On
A
the real.
district attorney, a judge.
On the
Because
real.
all of that shit is obtainable.
Obtainable.
It's reachable.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it like frowned upon within a like within our culture? And like, nigga, that's a no-no. Why?
Man, I think because, in my opinion, a lot of us been fucked over by the police, by these. They feel like the government officials don't, you know, why they don't do shit for us and all this kind of shit like that though. But if you change your mind frame and say, you know what, I'm a coach my daughter, you know what I'm saying, or my son up to say, fuck it, man. Think about being a politician. Think about you know, going to be a cop. Think about, you know, being a fireman and being this and not instead of frowning on it. Cause I remember back in the days, like if my son would have told me, my older kids would have like, oh, I want to be a police. I'd be like, a police? Like, nigga, what the fuck you want to be a police for? For real though, just
Like,
the mind
like,
frame.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, what the fuck you want to be a police for? Them motherfuckers don't do shit though, but just having the knowledge that I have now, it's like shit. That might be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what community you know what I mean? You want to help your community by
Really?
being a cop? You know, it's gonna be hard for you though, because the
Yeah.
way shit is and stuff though. But if you want to be strong enough to go do that, man, I'm gonna stand behind you.
Really though. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's kind of dope. I'm a shout out Hit, you know what I'm saying, Hit Boy and his pops. You know what I'm saying? Just due to the simple fact, like, all right, you taking this hip hop, gangster rap, however you want to put it, and it's like you putting a message out there. This is like, all right, I got their ear. So then you
Yeah.
can be a police officer. You can be a fireman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But in the song though, in part of the hook in the song, he say, I should have been a police. You gotta really listen to the verses. But in the hook, it's saying I should have been a police so I can shoot niggas dead in the street. I should have been a police so I can whoop-de-whoop this, like the crooked shit that they do. But when you dig deep into the verses, you know, you get an understanding of what more they talking about though.
I
You know what I'm saying?
He really like,
And they touch
for lack
every
of a better
aspect
word,
of
he
it.
playing both sides.
Yep, playing both sides of the shit though, man. But yeah, man, it's a lot of different and it just falls into like mental health and shit though. Like with weed, getting back to the cannabis, that strong leaf.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the weed and shit though, they have reports out now saying that states with legal weed see a drop in mental health. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people not having mental health issues or not dealing with that aspect.
That's great.
No more. Hell yeah, that shit is great though. And I think like I said before, something is wrong with everybody. You know, all of us got something wrong with us. You know what I mean? In some kind of way though, but we all still unique people.
Yeah.
You know, and function through life and stuff though. And just speaking on myself, me personally, weed helped me. I ain't gonna say. I think my wife done told me I got a mental issue before though, but I don't think I'm that fucked off though. You know what I'm saying? But but the weed does put me in a pleasant state though. I can say, you know, if I come home frustrated or something like that though, I can roll up some shit though and blow on it, and it'll take me to a better state of mind or whatever. You know, but I think my culpability with things is a little different. So I'm not finna let nothing push me to the edge to where I'm just my mental just breaks down. You know, but everybody can't handle that shit like that though. Let me ask a question just in the realm of mental health to my boy Solomon real quick. Would you not, you know, everybody deal with frustration and shit like that though, right? So what is a way when you, since you're not a weed smoker, what is a way that you cope with frustrating things that you run across?
Well, me personally, I try to get outside.
Okay.
That usually clears my head. And then I probably should exercise more than I should because that always does it as well.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes when you get down and frustrated, exercise is not the first thing that comes to mind. I have had some times where my distraction of choice is food. So I'll go
Yeah.
have me some good home cooked meal. What they call comfort food. But you can only do that so long.
Like a
because-
glazed Twinkie or something. Huh?
Well, yeah, not a lace Twinkie, a glazed Twinkie.
Right.
But you can only do that so long because obviously you're going to start to suffer the ill effects of that. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things that like you find that a lot of things you can't cure, you just sort of have to maintain.
Yeah.
And do little things here and there, switch to something else, and then just at the same time just work on getting through it because sometimes you just got to put your head down.
Yeah.
and
That's
deal
real.
with it.
That's
Mhm.
real.
And just look, hold on,
go
just
ahead.
real fast, just speaking to that, you know what I'm saying, as far as like with the mental health, like of it. Anxiety is a form of mental health,
Yeah.
right? You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So I was just reading something, does cannabis help with anxiety? A 27-year-old young man, Tim, in New York, just one quick statement. I wouldn't say it cures my anxiety, but it helps manage it. It kind of keep me level.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just finna, like, I just went right there real fast to say, like, it's not gonna cure whatever I'm gonna say, like, mental aspect you're going through, but just as
Yep.
you say, it'll help you manage it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's like, if you even consider some things of management, it might help you see things a little bit clearer.
Yep.
You might like see it from a different perspective. All right. It may allow you to know like when you actually starting to feel a certain feeling.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? To where you able to like recognize it. So now you can
take
manage
action.
it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't, I'm just finna say it straight out. Don't look at this medicine as a straight cure.
Exactly.
Look at it as something, you know what I'm saying? It's finna just help me
you
manage
cope.
this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's a fact. Yeah, I definitely agree with that though, because you can't put it, because you got to do the work yourself though. It's just
Exactly.
like anything else.
That's it.
Yeah, it takes more than just smoking some weed
Mm-hmm.
or eating an edible to say, oh, I'm okay now.
Mhm.
Nah, you got to do your due diligence so that way you might not have no motherfucking weed. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying, at the time or something. So you got to figure out another way to cope and
Really?
and get through this situation and not let it be something that's gonna be detrimental to your health. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm gonna start drinking. I can't get no weed. I'm gonna drink now. Oh well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
don't
try.
do
I'm
no
gonna
shit like
I'm gonna
that.
try some heroin, or I'm gonna try this, or I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely a good thing to just know who you are
Really.
and seek additional help if that's something that you're dealing with.
Mhm.
And it's not all about even like going to doctors, because a doctor try to say, take this medicine. It's gonna make you drowsy, but and it got 15 different side effects though, but take this, it's gonna help you cope.
Some of the side effects, you may be losing bone marrow and
Bone
shit.
marrow, all kind of shit though. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like understanding yourself, man. And like I said, we gonna highlight mental health all the time because mental health is important. And coming from where we come from, a lot of people deal with a lot of people have mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us don't know how to recognize it when we have it or to even seek the help to say, man, and a lot of people might get drowned by smoking a gang of fucking weed. You know what I'm saying? Just to be honest, they might use that as they crush to say, I just give me my weed and I'm cool. You know what I mean? When
But even in that, during that, you know what I'm saying? Like, just give me my weed. Like, if you pay attention, like when you just get your weed, you will see how you managing your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by stuff, your
That's
mental
true.
awareness.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because like indirectly, like you doing it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you say, all right, this the weed right here, you can low key, like once you tune into that shit and be like, okay, this is what I'm doing, you'll find yourself not even needing the weed.
Yep. Yeah, like Solomon said, sometimes you could go out, like what he do. You go take a walk or something, or you might go work out, jump on the weights or some shit like that. Get your buff on or whatever.
Yeah.
Go get some coochie. You know what I mean? If you're a woman, go get you some dick. You know what I'm saying?
Real spit,
or whatever, whatever to exert that energy. Because sometimes it's not even about talking about the shit though. Sometimes, like you said, take a walk, work out, get that energy off. You know what I'm saying? So you can bring some positive energy into your shit though, man, to keep it moving the next day or the next week or shit like that though, man. But yeah.
Real talk. And sometimes, like, you want me to tell you another way how you can like cope with some of that stuff? Go to www.bestwaytosmoke.com, you know what I'm saying, for some proper apparel.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You look good, you feel good. I'm telling you.
Tap in. Yep. And you can get to the podcast also from there. And check us out on Spotify, on YouTube, on Apple Music, every platform that you could think of where you can find a podcast, you can find Best Way to Smoke. Just type it in with no space.
Man, I'm telling you.
You know what I mean? And look, though,
it helps.
Yeah, it helps, man. It definitely helps, though. So, are you microdosing today?
Yeah.
What you off today?
Just a chocolate.
Oh, just a chocolate?
Yeah, a little piece of chocolate.
Little piece of chocolate. Yeah.
That shit do got a motherfucker tingly a little bit.
But look, though, man, we definitely appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man. This is the Best Way to Smoke podcast with Big J.
And Serpo Jr. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and tell a friend. That's going to tell a friend and bring some more friends so we all be friends.
And tell a cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.